What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Polo Vision. I'm back with another video. I know it's been some time since I uploaded my last video. Been in a little bit of a slump. I'll be honest with you guys. I've been in a slump and now I'm just getting out of it slowly but surely. Slow and steady wins the race. If you guys watch my videos, you guys know I'm a personal caregiver for one of my parents. They are bedridden, so I do a lot of work for them, and sometimes mentally that can bog me down. But that's the beauty of being in a slump or anything in life, really. You get to decide and choose whether or not you want to partake in that or not. So in this case, I was in a slump. The beauty of it is you get to choose whether or not you want to let it defeat you or if you're going to rise above. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm rising above the challenges in my life. I'm getting back on track with everything in life, not just YouTube, but my daily routines. I'm making sure that I'm meditating, reading, doing my day trading, following my plan, making sure I take care of my parents and my home in general. Make sure I eat right, eat clean, make sure I'm going to the gym, staying active, playing volleyball, taking care of everything that I need to take care of in order to be successful. And the topic of today's video is getting out of a slump. I guess just slumps in general, and more specifically, how to get out of a slump. So a slump, I guess, how can we define this? We can define a slump by saying that it is basically when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And everyone knows what they're supposed to do in life. Whether you're in school, you know that you got to do your schoolwork, you got to go to class. Let's say you're an athlete, you got to make sure that you're training, whatever, doing the drills, and then making sure that you play to the best of your ability. In my case, let's say I'm a day trader, I got to make sure that I'm following my plan in and out of trading. So that's during the trading hours as well as outside of trading hours. In my personal life, everything adds up. Even when you go to the gym, say you're not having a good day or you're in a little bit of a slump, so you're not putting in the same reps or the same weight as you usually do. It doesn't matter, man. Whatever case you may be going through where you feel like you're in a slump, you have the choice of to rise above it, really, and not let it defeat you. And in actuality, being in a slump is actually a good thing. I know many people will look at that and say, what are you talking about? But really, a slump is a good thing because it is an opportunity for you to prove to yourself that you are the man. It's an opportunity for you to rise above that challenge, and doing so, you prove to yourself, hey, I'm the man now, man. I can overcome this problem. Next time you face a problem, bro, it's going to be light work. It's going to be easy. There's going to be no issue at all because, hey, you're the man, right? You've already dealt with all these hard challenges and obstacles in your life. So when another one comes by, you simply don't care. You've already done this. You've already been here before. And that's the beauty of being in a slump, man. So how I got out of my slump is first identifying that you are in a slump. Once you identify that you're in a slump, next you want to make sure you want to figure out why you're in a slump. So again, that can be done through journaling, meditating. You need some time to reflect upon your current situation and figure out why you are in that specific situation. So once you do that, then you can, what was the case here? You can create a plan or framework that is geared toward you. You want to make a plan or a framework that will help you get back on track. So for me, I have a bunch of things that I have to do in routine, in my personal day-to-day routine, in order for me to feel like I'm being successful or moving in the right direction. And so for me, let's say if I stop meditating and stretching every time when I wake up, then my day won't feel the same. And that might contribute to me being in a slump. So I got to make sure that I meditate and stretch every single day. I got to make sure that I go to sleep on time and wake up on time. That's a big one, actually. I think that's heavily overrated or underrated, actually. Going to sleep on time and waking up on time, making sure that you're not using your devices at least 30 minutes before you go to sleep is a literal game changer, bro. Because the way I see it, the later it gets at night, the more unproductive you are. And I know there's anomalies. There are certain individuals that can be very productive at night. I am not one of them, and there's a good chance that you are not one of them too. So make sure you go to sleep on time and wake up on time. And so then Now, if we keep going, personally, I need to make sure that I'm staying active, going to the gym, getting in physical activity every single day. And that helps me get out of the slump. Reading is something that helps keep my mind sharp. So doing that on a day-to-day basis also helps me to stay sharp and out of the slump. So these are just a couple of examples of what I did to get out of the slump. And sometimes when you're in a slump, you just want to sit and do nothing. And that's completely fine for a little bit. But you don't want to stay like that forever. Anyway, so there's a little side story here. I went to play volleyball on Thursdays, and there's this one girl that I play with, and we were chatting after the volleyball run. But basically the group of players all went out to eat at a restaurant. It was during the NBA playoff game, so it was a reason for us to go out. We're chatting with this girl, we're shooting the shits, whatever. She's just a homie, by the way, in case you guys thought this was going anywhere. But homie and I were talking, and essentially she said, we were just talking about life in general, and her grandmother passed away. So brought up how I'm a personal caregiver for my parents. And she was just like, damn, I didn't know that you live this secret double life. I mean, she's known me for maybe like a year or two. So, and when I go out, I never really show anybody that what I'm going through, which honestly, as a man, you shouldn't be like showing your problems. Your problems should not be on your sleeve. Those problems should be kept to yourself, especially when it comes to women, man. Share that type of stuff with your brotherhood and guys that you can actually trust. Those are the people that are actually going to help you through your problems. But with that being said, yeah, she was telling me, hey, I didn't know you lived a double life. And I was like, yeah, it is what it is. But then we went on to talk about how some guy that she was just having a fling with recently, or her most recent fling. And she was telling me how that guy, the reason it didn't work out between them is because that guy was facing some serious life problems. I don't know. She didn't really tell me what it was, but they were going through some issues in his life, and it started to basically pour out into other areas of his life, aka this girl. Basically, he started lashing out at this girl because he was unable to handle the stress. Now, this girl is 26, and she said that this guy is 9 years older than him, which makes him in his, I guess, later 30s. Which, if now you think about, this guy's in his 30s and he's unable to face that adversity, is likely because he's never faced adversity before. And this is the point I wanted to get to. The fact is, earlier you face adversity or a big challenge in life, the better off you are going to be, because when problems arise later in your life, you'll already have the framework and the mindset to be able to deal with them at ease. Instead of blowing up like this guy did, and God bless him, hopefully everything's good. I don't really know. I'm not trying to wish on anyone's downfall. I'm just merely using this as an example. This guy was unable to stay stoic, especially in front of this woman, which I guess ended up him losing this girl, whatever. That's not the point. The point is, if you are going through life and you're facing an issue right now, that's God bless, brother. God bless, because you face that issue, and once you overcome that issue, now you become stronger, better, faster, smarter. Everything is just upgraded because you went through that challenge, and because of that, now you're a one-up from all your competition, from everyone else, because anyone that doesn't face adversity is at a severe disadvantage when they go up against you, a guy that is already faced with this adversity, these challenges, these problems. So keep that in mind. That's basically it for today's video. As always, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate, please drop a comment down below of what you guys think of. Are you guys in a slump currently? What do you guys do to get out of slumps? Anything that would contribute to this conversation. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay frosty, my friends.